So this is Agile Principles Part 2. This is an encore from the last video. I'll be your DJ, DJ Jira, DJ J for you. Let's spin it back for Principles 7 through 12. First principle in this video is working software is a primary measure of progress. What this means is that this is not saying, yeah, I completed it, right? This is also saying, yeah, I completed it. Here's the work. Here showcases it. That visibility throughout the process. That trust but verify. What data can back up what you said? Otherwise, you can be in a situation where it's management by PowerPoint. You're just making up PowerPoints as you go, no data back behind it. And then when it comes to the very end and when you deliver, might be a lot of work involved because just you've been pushing that along this schedule. So principle number 2 in this video, Agile's processes support sustainable development. Sponsors and developers should be able to maintain a pace indefinitely. This is kind of an interesting principle. For use of Scrum, when you're hearing sprints, it's kind of contradictory because how can you be sprinting forever? I know if I was in a marathon and it was 25 miles, I'm not sprinting. Because the thing is, what happens is about halfway, maybe even a quarter way, you're exhausted and you're walking. And you end up going slower than just having a sustained pace that works well for the whole duration. This is the same for development. Can you find that pace, that 6 minute, 7 minute, 8 minute mile, whatever you're doing on your marathon, and just sustain it throughout the whole duration? It removes burnout, removes attrition, for not changing, and it keeps that core team, the team working together that know each other's strengths and weaknesses and work well together. Principle number 3 in this video, continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. And really what this focuses on here, and you gotta think about this, no matter how good your frameworks are, how to the T you follow any of these frameworks, if your technical stack is not good, you are gonna slow down, period. For example, if you have a mono repo setup in a large organization where the DevOps maturity is just not there, you're in a developer nightmare. It's like getting on the worst freeways in New York or LA and peak traffic time and rush hour and getting stuck. You can't move anywhere. And that's kind of the same thing for some of this technical design that is really important. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in traffic going 30 minutes per mile and it's not gonna be fun. So you really have to rely on those technical consultants and those technical leads to really make sure that you're looking ahead as you're scaling what practices we change as the business is evolving, making sure you're not stuck on the 405 or any other major freeway in major cities so you can move quicker. Principle number 4. So the art of maximizing the work that's not done is essential. Well, in this principle, guess I can go home. If maximizing work not done, I just won't do any work. I'm good to go. See you later. I'll come back. Because really the idea here is not doing work for the sake of doing work. And also you can think of this as, if there's another route to get to the same end goal that's faster, let's take that. And we can all relate to this. Think of in your Google Maps or your Apple Maps, whatever you're using to map from point A to point B, and you initially map it, it's an hour, but as you're going through, maybe traffic hit, maybe weather hits, and then a new route has come up, and it's maybe 15, 20 minutes faster. And so the question is, are you gonna go through the other route or are you gonna go stay on the current route? New information is found, just like the sprint, just like in an actual business. And let's not take the extra miles if we don't have to. Let's go the faster way. Let's take the new route, maximizing the work that we're not doing, which is driving that same distance that might be longer just because of other external things that might have happened during that trip. So number 5, best architecture requirements and designs come from the actual development team. The idea here is that who has the best idea for how things should be getting built than the actual people building it? Crazy idea. And remember, let me break this apart a little bit, right? It's not saying business requirements, because that's gonna still come from the product owner. Talk about technical requirements. Let's just say you bought a boat company. This boat company had people that have worked there for a long time building boats. Who's gonna know how to best build that boat? Definitely not me if I bought that company. be someone that's been working there for a while, understanding how the engineering and how those parts work together. Those technical requirements should come from those people. The business requirements, I need a new feature, it needs to be faster. That's still coming from that business counterpart or the person that's interacting with the customer, and then flow down into the technical requirements for the teams actually building the product. Principle number 6, at regular intervals, the team should be reflecting how to become more effective and tune or change that behavior accordingly. This is possibly the number one point in all these principles, because if you're not looking at what you're doing and you're not changing based on empirical data or something you've just found out, then you're not really doing Agile. You're not being flexible. You might as well just take waterfall because you have scope here and nothing's changing, so you're going to continue down that path. No, this is where this principle comes in. And again, let's take a look at this as a sport team. They have each quarters, they take breaks. It's like going in halftime in your cricket, your soccer, or even basketball or football game. And all of a sudden, you're in halftime and you're saying, you know what, we're going to keep the same strategy. We're losing, we're going to keep the same strategy. Same concept here. What did we do that worked? Let's double down on that. What did we do that didn't work? And let's actually reverse or change that so we can be successful in the second half. Same concept. So this encore is over. You're now hearing closing time on this video in your heads. And like every party or bar, it's time to go home. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this video, on the information provided in the comments below. Love to discuss. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like always, stay agile-ish.